Welcome back to Learn to Design on a Mobile Device with Onshape. My name is Christian Stark, and this is the introduction to the touch user interface on mobile devices. In this section, we will cover quickly how to create an account with Onshape, how to get the Onshape app onto your mobile device. I will then have a basic introduction to the user interface, followed by the 1 and 2 finger operations. But the first thing is, now let's get started to sign up with an account with Onshape. So on your mobile device, you have to go to Onshape's website at www.onshape.com. Once you've entered that in your browser, you will see a page like this, where there's a big blue button, which either says sign up or create account, which once you click it, you provide your email and name, and you have then registered with Onshape. Now the next step is you now have to go to the App Store, respective for your specific device. It's either the Apple App Store or Google Play. Once you open that, you have to search for Onshape, which then you will see the respective Onshape pages on your mobile device, and you then can install the application. Once it is installed on your mobile device, you are ready to go and launch the app. After you installed and launched the application on your mobile device, you will see the login screen. Simply sign in with your Onshape account you created earlier on Onshape's website. You now see a list of documents which you are currently working on. If you want to add a new document, you simply touch on the plus icon on the bottom right here on the screen. In our case, I will just open an existing document so I can introduce the touch interface. Once you open the document, you will have on the top the toolbar, and on the right you have the view cube, which will always show you the orientation of the view. On the left you have your feature and part lists, which you can expand by dragging the arrow to the right and down so it stretches across the whole screen. Since we only have one part, I'll drag down the separator between the feature and part list to show more features. One of the very first things you do with one finger is to touch a face or edge on your model to select them. As you keep touching more elements, you are adding them to your selection. To deselect, you simply double touch with one finger in any white space of the view. If you want to select more precisely, you tap and hold to get the precision selector, and you now can move over individual edges or faces and select very precisely. Again, double single finger tap will deselect. If you want to rotate the view, you simply drag one finger across the screen. Let's select one face and then tap with two fingers, which will surface a context menu that's based on your selection. This context menu provides a lot of different functionality, like you can create a sketch or insert a plane on the selected face, or you can extrude or rotate the selected face, or you can hide the part, or you can touch on View Normal to the selected face, which will rotate the view and center it on that face. This is often used when you create sketches. Let's rotate the part and bring up the context menu again with a two-finger tap. This time I tap on Hide Part 1, which makes it disappear, except the selected face is still visible. With a double single finger tap, the selection will be gone as well. Now over here on the bottom left in the parts list, you see that my part is grayed out, indicating it's not visible. I can select the part in the parts list, which will show you the selection highlight of the part in the view, but not the part itself. To make it visible again, simply click on the eye icon and the part will be visible. By now you probably also noticed that when I select the part or face or edge on the part, it also selects the corresponding features in the feature list and the part in the part list. Let's look at a couple more of the touch gestures. If you tap and hold with two fingers, and resize it with a single finger drag on the corners. By default, all elements entirely enclosed by the selection box are selected. You can change that by tapping the second icon at the bottom, which now changes the selection to all items touched by the selection. So edges and faces that start inside the box but end outside are selected as well. If you're happy with your selection, simply tap the green check mark and all of these elements are now selected. You'll also notice that all hidden edges are selected as well. Again, a single finger double tap will deselect everything. The two finger tap and drag will move or pan your model across the screen, allowing you to reposition it in any direction. The last two finger gesture is what's called a pinch, which will let you zoom your view, increasing or decreasing the displayed size of your part. With this two finger tap and drag, you can actually zoom, rotate, and pan all at the same time. But you can do the same thing with a finger from each hand, giving you really precise control over positioning your part on the screen. There are a few more tricks about the touch user interface, which I will show you as we actually start sketching and creating our first part.